Why does no one include Beyblade Burst when conversating the great era of sports anime? It rightfully belongs to be mentioned with the greats like Inazuma 11 or Hajime no Ippo. Beyblade Burst will forever hold a special place in my heart, and not just because it's nostalgic, it deserves way more credit. It's one of the classics that I could easily rewatch today and still find absolute peak. Beyblade Burst was truly before its time, and as we all already know, the undisputed best season of Beyblade Burst was none other than Beyblade Burst Evolution. So without any further yap, let's get straight into the chicken and watermelon. Let's go! Now before we get into the creme de la creme of Beyblade Burst, before it low-key started falling off, we gotta put some respect on one of the best anime openings ever created. Our base collide, fight to survive. During the battle, they come alive. Our goal's the same, the perfect game. If you get knocked out, just try again. We won't give up, we won't give in. Oh, let it ring. Our GOAT, Valt Aoi, has indeed made it out of the hood and found himself in the national tournament final against Lui Shirosagi, a literal Super Saiyan and Dragon Veldora combined. Trust me bro, you would not want him to be your matchup. He has been the reigning champion for 4 years. So you see, the crazier they look, the stronger they are. It's a pretty straightforward concept. Anyways, although Lui burst Valt's bait in the first round, making it 2-0, you know that's exactly when plot armor kicks in, and bro does the unthinkable. He takes a couple steps back, hops like a bunny and launches it from the sky. Like bro, what? The thing goes and the Valtryek lands on his dome. Ref, is that even legal? Yep. Finally makes contact with the floor and spams donuts around the outer circle to gain more momentum before going in to attack and bursts his bait in one swift strike. Damn.
Luminor can't take the heat! It cracks under the pressure and loses the battle!
He doesn't even remember what he did. Bro had to watch his own replay. I really do feel bad for Lui in that scene because Valt was purely rage baiting at this point.
That game I had in Boston, game 6, down 3-2. You got to a point where I was just out there trying shit, one leg off the wrong foot, bump fades off my right shoulder. I'm not even a right shoulder bump fade guy.
Valt decides to call a timeout because he realizes his hand is shaking so much to the point where he can't even hold his launcher. He gets a little panicked, but the gang pulls up to support him, and that was enough to get him back in action. Lui clearly wasn't messing with the timeout. The rage bait got to him, so he catches Valt lacking and attacks him head on. I told you, this guy is nuts, bro. He must be parentless. But we may have seen some hands get thrown, just like in Windbreaker, so you know, I'm not really complaining. I'm all for a little bit of action. We pan back to the arena and wait, hold up. Is that Mr. Aoi in the stands? This guy has less screen time than a YouTube ad. He has never been home. Bro only came back with the milk when he realizes his son has made it out the hood. Get this guy out of here, bro.
Go. You can't. Whose mess is this? You put him on the TV. Go home! Bro, don't. Go home!
Valt is about to prove to the haters he's not a one-hit wonder. Valt starts stepping back again. He's looking moving like that one viral song right now. You know, like the Quiet on the Creek bullshit. I don't know who this guy thinks he is because he has absolutely no business jumping in the air too, bro. You are not Ryota Kisei. Get back down. Both of their bases crash in the air and it's so overwhelming that the people watching from the stands can feel the immense power it is emitting. They get back on the floor, but job's not finished. So they both pull out their ults and two Shinigamis emerge from their base to take this fight to the spiritual world. They are both giving it everything they've got, but this fight cannot go on forever. Lui's bait is holding on to dear life, barely spinning, but Valtryek is still going strong and charges at him full speed to deliver the final strike. But that's where it all goes wrong, because due to the damaged section on the arena, Valtryek bursts. Lui goes on to win his 5th championship, but acts like he's mad because he wasn't able to win fair and square, but we all know bro is capping. Valt humbly takes the L since his Valtryek did cause the damage to the arena, and a few days later he gets scouted by a prestigious school, so decides to take his talents all the way from Japan to Spain.
Not bad, not bad. 2 hours later.
A new arc in an unknown place would only be valid if you were and somehow getting robbed. Looks like day one in Spain isn't the greatest. The kid leads him to some sort of Beyblade park where kids who don't really take it serious but might want to, I don't know, just have some fun. We are introduced to this shady looking guy named Silas, and remember what I said before, the crazier they look, the stronger they are. It's a pretty straightforward concept. So this is definitely not the last time we see him.
You talk a big game, but let's see if you can back it up. You wouldn't be the first kid I've sent running home to mama.
Oh yeah, this background character is gonna get folded, bro.
Let it rip!
The background character hits him with everything he's got, yet it doesn't budge an inch. The kid used an app to analyze his bait and finds out it's a super defensive type. And while not even moving a milliliter, it bursts the poor guy's bait on command. Wow. Bro's moving like Hisoka when he fought Gon at Heaven's Arena. Valt challenges him to a battle, so let the squabbles commence.
Psych!
Who really cares about these trivial battles? Clearly Valt is going to absolutely smoke him. He has plot armor after all, that's all he really needs. This is evolution we are talking about. I know what you're here for, you saw the thumbnail. Valt makes his way to BC Seoul, where he will be training and meets Free de la Hoya.
He could heal wounds without even weaving a single sign. In every jutsu he attempted, he was in a class by himself. Everyone viewed him as the ultimate shinobi.
Before Gojo, we had him, the most nonchalant but hardest working blader in the world, and simply plot armor was not good enough to match up to his skill. Allow me to show you why, because Valt and Free have their first ever battle.
3, 2, 1. Let it rip!
He just threw it in there. Who does bro think he is? Valt, abort, bro, abort. If you lose this now, the damage will be irreparable. His bait, known as Drain Fafnir, is spinning counterclockwise instead of clockwise, which is how most baits spin. Rantaro also seems to think that Free is absolutely full of it. I guess we're about to find out. Fafnir is barely spinning in the middle and Valt begins his attack. However, we quickly realize that the more Valt check attack, the faster Fafnir spins, which is why it spins counterclockwise. I gotta say, it's kinda neat. Valt isn't really the thinking type, so he's absolutely dumbfounded. The kid is back again with the analysis and explains Fafnir is a stamina type who absorbs his opponent's energy like a vampire and uses that to spin faster. And just like that, Valtrex stops spinning. And so he beat Valt with absolute ease.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Free talks his shit and proves there's nothing more important than winning. Rantaro challenges him as well, and yeah, it ended the same way. Free proceeds to really just obliterate everyone else and sends them back in their stuff to go back home. By the way, it turns out Valt didn't even have a guaranteed spot at the club. Bro really just took the risk. But of course, without a doubt, he makes it into the main team alongside Rantaro and a whole bunch of other side characters. But best believe, they will, in fact, get carried by Free de la Hoya.
Watch where you walking, bitch!
What did you... Wait a minute. I'm white!
Where you going? Don't you ignore me! This is a perfectly good moment to throw your life away!
Covering this show really brought back a lot of memories, and man, this show was actually peak back in the day. If you made it all the way to the end, please don't forget to like and subscribe, watch this video, YouTube things you will enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!